My name is Valerius Hoss, Warden of Dark Mind Asylum. Welcome to Dark Mind Asylum. Within these walls, we contain individuals whose minds and abilities defy normal comprehension. Today, we examine 3 such subjects. You will hear their complete psychological profiles, past incidents, abilities, and containment measures. Listen carefully, for every detail matters. Unclassified After-Action Dossier. Cryptid Designation: The Vietnam Lizard Man. File No. C-007. Dark Mind Asylum / Biological Anomalies Division. I. Field Origin Summary. Region: Mekong Delta and Annamite Range, Vietnam. First recorded military encounter: 1969, U.S. 25th Infantry Division. Environment: dense swamp, flooded jungle, karst caves, high humidity, low visibility, high predator density. The Vietnam War produced thousands of unfiled anomalous reports. Most were dismissed as stress, sleep deprivation, or jungle wildlife misidentification. But a cluster of over 41 independently logged encounters shared identical biological descriptions, far too consistent to be hallucination. These encounters eventually formed the profile of what the soldiers called the Reptile Man, Lizard Charlie, the Cave Stalker, the Green Devil of the Delta. The Dark Mind Division uses the official designation: Specimen: Deltasaurian Type 2. 2. Biological description: Height: 6'4" 7'2". Weight: estimated 180 to 240 pounds. Skin: green-gray keratinized scales, hydrophobic, resistant to leeches and chemical irritants. Eyes: large amber pupils, vertical slit, high night vision acuity. Limbs: elongated forearms, raptorial hands, semi-webbed digits. Feet: digitigrade, 3-toed, optimized for mud traversal. Teeth: interlocking serrated teeth, carnivorous. Blood: dark, highly oxygenated, slow clotting. Locomotion: capable of short bipedal sprints up to 30 miles per hour, but primarily quadrupedal stalker. Behavior: ambush predator, prefers dense canopy or shallow swamp. Communication: low-frequency clicking similar to geckos plus crocodilian rumble. Thermoregulation: partial ectothermy, body temp adapts to environment. Most realistic biological classification: a surviving branch of Homo dilophiensis, a theorized hominin-reptilian hybrid ancestor that diverged 800,000 years ago and survived in subterranean karst systems of SE Asia. 3. Verified military field reports. Below are actual-style reconstructed combat reports based on real historical battles, military unit logs, and eyewitness patterns that match the described cryptid. Encounter Report Number 1. The Crawler in the Tree Line. Date: March 12, 1969. Action: Night Patrol, 25th Infantry Division. Location: near Hao Nia Province. Summary excerpt: movement in the brush. Too fast for VC. Looked tall, lean, green in the moonlight. Corporal Hayes fired 2 rounds. No vocal reaction. Creature climbed a banyan tree in under 3 seconds. Disappeared above canopy. No blood found. Psychological assessment. Multiple soldiers corroborated identical descriptive details. No hallucinogens or sleep deprivation at time of incident. Encounter Report Number 2. The River Maw. Date: June 27, 1970. Action: River Patrol Boat, PBR. Location: Mekong Delta, near Long N. Summary excerpt: something broke the surface by portside. Looked like a man swimming but scaled, eyes reflecting like a gator. It grabbed Private Lansing, pulled him off the boat. We recovered only his boots and shredded pant leg. Body retrieval: none. Military conclusion: classified as enemy animal attack, despite no native species matching. Encounter Report Number 3. The Cave Guardian. Date: November 2nd, 1971. Action: Tunnel Rat Unit Reconnaissance. Location: Annamite Mountains, limestone cave systems. Summary excerpt. Found bones, human and animal, arranged in piles. Heard clicking deeper inside. A tall reptile-like figure stood upright and watched us. Did not retreat. Did not attack. Just watched. Had intelligence. Tunnel rats evacuated immediately. After this report, the area was marked NO entry, non-human hostile presence. 4. Behavioral models. Predatory behavior. Ambush-focused. Avoids open confrontation unless cornered. Uses water bodies for stealth. Tracks wounded prey for hours. Intelligence indicators. Avoids tripwires and booby traps. Understands light versus dark advantage. Has been observed circling camps silently. Appears to perform reconnaissance before engaging. Possible tool use. No confirmed tools, but scratched symbols in one cave suggest territorial marking. V. Psychological and ethological profile. Temperament: defensive-aggressive. Stress response: violent thrashing, low-frequency hissing. Social structure: unknown, possibly solitary. Motivation: territorial protection rather than wanton predation. Cognitive level: estimated equivalent to early hominid or large primate. Fear triggers: sudden bright light, high-frequency sound, fire or heat. 6. Capture event: Dark Mind Acquisition. Operation Rivershade, 1984, post-war retrieval. CIA plus Vietnamese intelligence cooperated after reports continued long after the war. Specimen captured in a karst cave using thermal floodlights. Netting reinforced with carbon fiber. Ultrasonic deterrent emitters. Specimen sedated with tyletamine zolazepam doses scaled for a 300 pounds primate. Transported under cryogenic sedation to Dark Mind Asylum's subterranean containment sector. 7. Dark Mind Containment Dossier. Patient C-019, Delta RIAN. Room: Herpetological Containment Vault H-1. Environment: simulated warm swamp. Running water channels. Low illumination. Triple-sealed tempered glass. Security protocols. Heat lamps disabled during cleaning. High-frequency deterrent alarms. Overhead tranquilizer rigs. No physical entry without 4 staff escort. Weaknesses: extreme heat. Bright artificial light. Sonic frequencies 21 to 24 kHz. High-stress environments. Strengths: speed, stealth, ambush skill. High intelligence. Night vision. Water maneuverability. Cryptological entity file CE007. The Vietnam Lizard Man. Classification: hybrid human cryptid. Status: captured. Containment pending transfer to Dark Mind Asylum. Origin: Vietnam, Quang Nam and Central Highlands jungle regions. Physiology type: reptilian humanoid. I. Field discovery: real historical context, what witnesses actually reported. These are the real accounts from the Vietnam War era combined with your universe's paranormal realism. Years observed: 1970 to 1974. Location: dense jungle around Da Nang, Chu Lai, and Quang Nam province. Soldier reports: declassified fragments. U.S. Marines reported a tall reptilian creature walking upright near river edges. Footprints: approximate 16 inches long, 3-toed, deeply pressed. Creature observed eating fish and large insects. Moves silently despite size. Shimmering green-brown scales that blended perfectly with foliage. Bright yellow reflective eyes noted during night patrol. Radio interference occurred within 20 to 30 meters of the creature. After engagements, bodies of Viet Cong fighters were found with precise claw incisions, not consistent with blades. Physical behavioral notes from soldiers. No vocalizations detected except low rumbling growl. Displayed territorial behavior but avoided gunfire. Could disappear from sight within seconds, using jungle density for camouflage. High intelligence suspected due to observed pattern recognition and trap avoidance. 2. Cryptid origin theory. Researchers combining zoology, anthropology, and your asylum's metaphysical department believe. Hypothesis 1. Undiscovered reptilian mutation. Possibly an evolutionary offshoot of monitor lizards adapted to bipedal locomotive efficiency. Heat signature control suggests adaptive predator evolution. Scale pattern indicates advanced natural camouflage. Hypothesis 2. Chemically altered organism, war exposure. Exposure to defoliants, Agent Orange variants, mixed with pre-existing reptile DNA mutation may have accelerated abnormal development. Hypothesis 3. Non-terrestrial or interdimensional life form. Sudden appearance and disappearance patterns match several global cryptid anomalies. RC interference suggests bioelectromagnetic output. Hypothesis 4. Ancient indigenous myth come to life. Local legends refer to a Ran Nuoi. Translation: the Snake Man, described in folklore dating back centuries. 3. Official Dark Mind Asylum dossier format. Entity designation: CE-007. Lizard Man, Vietnam. Physical appearance: full detail. Skin, dense overlapping scales. Coloration shifts depending on light: forest green, swamp brown, or even black. Limbs: long, muscular arms with elongated claws, approximate 4.2 inches. Torso: barrel-shaped with reptilian rib pattern, extremely resilient. Elongated jaw, dozens of interlocking needle-like teeth. 2 curved backward horns above brow ridge. Eyes: yellow reflective with slitted pupils. Night shine effect noted far beyond human capacity. 4. Abilities. 1. Adaptive camouflage. Scales alter color saturation and reflectivity similar to cephalopods. Not true invisibility, but extremely effective in dense environments. 2. Rapid regeneration. Minor wounds close in minutes. Major wounds heal within hours to days. 3. Enhanced strength and reflexes. Able to shatter wooden structures. Leap approximate 20 feet horizontally. Scale trees rapidly. Strike with sonic level snapping force using tail. 4. Bioelectrical field emission. Interferes with old radios, modern analog frequency devices, some digital equipment, believed to be linked to sensory navigation. 5. Amphibious capabilities. Can remain submerged for 12 to 16 minutes. V. Psychological profile, based on field observation plus containment behavior. Temperament: territorial, highly intelligent, avoids unnecessary conflict, selectively curious, displays recognition of patterns and individuals. Intellect indicators: observed setting primitive traps, vines, logs, pit setups. Avoids stepping on loud foliage deliberately. Tracks patrol patterns. Recognizes firearms as threats. Watches humans without approaching unless provoked. Aggression pattern. Triggered by intrusion into marked territory. Loud mechanical noise. Direct eye contact. Weapons raised toward it. 6. First capture summary. Captured by Special Cryptid Retrieval Task Force, Black Lantern Division. Location: remote river basin deep in Vietnam jungle, modern era. Report summary: creature found feeding on a large boar. 4-man team attempted silent tranquilization. Creature detected approach instantly. 2 members injured, non-fatal, during brief engagement. Multiple tranquilizers required due to regenerative metabolism. Creature eventually subdued after sonic deterrent device activated. 7. Current containment: Dark Mind Asylum. Biome Chamber X2. Chamber structure: reinforced jungle simulated habitat. Temperature set to 88 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity 90%. Low lighting. Stream water source. Motion triggered tranquilizer gas failsafe. 6-inch bulletproof viewing glass. Ground sensors track movement and respiration. Cryptological Entity 007. The Vietnam Lizard Man. A remnant of war, a shadow stitched from jungle nightmares and biological impossibility. He is not merely a creature, but an intelligence veiled in scaled armor and silence. Captured only by the narrowest margin, now confined within Biome Chamber X2. He watches, always calculating, always remembering the forest from which he was taken. Study him with caution, for the jungle still lives behind his eyes. Dark Mind Asylum. Cryptid Dossier File 008. The Goatman. Classification: Post-hominid genetic divergence / human. Caprine hybrid lineage. Specimen designation: Caprine, Homo anomaly 08 / the Bleater. Status: extremely hostile. Location of retrieval: Prince George's County, Maryland, Federal Wildlife Reserve. Date of containment: October 7, 2021. Compiled by Warden Valerius Hoss. Mythological origins. The public legend describes the Goatman as a man fused with a goat through a failed experiment, a mad scientist mutated by chemical exposure, a demon inhabiting an animal's body, a forest-dwelling beast with an axe. Dark Mind Asylum's classified analysis determined a far more disturbing truth. Revised origin theory. The Goatman appears to be a genetic relic of an abandoned Cold War biohybridization program, combining human genome, Homo sapiens, Capra aegagrus hircus, domestic goat, pan troglodytes, chimpanzee control markers, unidentified genetic sequences thought to be early hominid remnants. The program aimed to create a supermobile, highly aggressive, terrain-adaptive soldier, a shock troop capable of thriving in forest combat zones. The project was terminated and records erased. The subject is likely one of the surviving field prototypes. But deeper genetic sequencing revealed an even darker possibility: the Caprine hominid hypothesis. There may have been a naturally occurring proto-hominid subspecies with Caprine adaptations. Traces in mitochondrial DNA predate known goat domestication, meaning some humans may carry dormant Goatman genetic material, exactly like the Vietnam Lizard Man theory. 2. Physical description: clinical precision. Height: 7 feet 2 inches, 218 centimeters. Weight: 274 pounds, 124 kilograms. Build: incredibly dense musculature, especially arms, back, and quadriceps. Digitigrade legs allow explosive leaps. Notable anatomy: 1. Skull structure: forward slanted cranium. Extended jaw. Carnivorous dentition, canine length: 4.1 centimeters. Horns: keratinized bone spirals, 17 inches each. 2. Eyes: slit pupils. Strong light sensitivity. Perfect low-light vision. Can detect motion at 3x human acuity. 3. Vocal system: capable of imitating human speech with disturbing accuracy, similar to Echo Wraith but biological rather than psychic. 4. Limbs: arms longer than human average. Can run on all fours at 32 miles per hour. Hoof-claw hybrid feet capable of climbing rock faces. 5. Olfactory structures: can smell human adrenaline. Tracks prey by emotional scent signatures. 6. Endurance: heart structure closer to a mountain goat. Can sprint and climb for long durations without rest. 3. Behavioral profile: predatory traits. Stalks silently. Prefers ambush. Will toy with prey. Uses vocal mimicry to lure victims. Often imitates cries for help. Attacks from above or behind. Social behavior. None observed. The subject is believed to be a solitary male. No confirmed females or offspring, but vocalizations suggest the species may once have had pack structures. Cognition level. Equivalent to a highly intelligent primate. Sets traps. Opens locked containers. Recognizes faces. Holds grudges. Understands territorial exchange. 4. Evolutionary theory. Dual path theory. Bioweapon remnant theory. The Goatman is a Cold War hybrid soldier prototype. Implanted aggression markers explain its rage. Ancient divergent hominid theory. Dark mind preference. DNA fragments suggest an ancient hominid species adapted for mountainous terrain. Mixed diet. Caprine traits emerging naturally. Possibly predatory or opportunistic scavengers. This suggests the Goatman may be a surviving branch of early hominids, one that interbred with humans long ago, leaving a genetic echo. Humans with unusual caprine skeletal markers or primitive horn buds, rare congenital cranial anomalies, may carry traces of the Goatman lineage. V. Historical encounters. 1957. Operation Bleeding Silence. Unmarked military team deployed after hikers vanished. Recovered remains showed bite marks inconsistent with any known animal. Files sealed. 1973. Researcher disappearance. Bowie State Forest. Anthropologist found mutilated 400 meters from campsite. Bones gnawed. Cuts precise, almost surgical. Suspected bear at the time. DNA now matches Goatman. 1991. Forest ranger radio footage. Audio captured faint human mimicry. Help, please. Followed by gurgling and hoof impacts. Ranger never found. 2021. Dark Mind capture operation. Goatman incapacitated via flashbangs. High-frequency ultrasonic devices. Double dart tranquilizers. Even sedated, it continued to laugh and mimic voices of the operators it had just killed. 6. Current containment. Containment sector. Psychosomatic holding wing K-9. The Bleat Hall. Primary cell. Reinforced obsidian-lined walls. Resists horn impacts. Light level kept low to avoid agitation. Floor covered with shock-dampening resin. Ultrasonic emitters calibrated for behavior suppression. No reflective surfaces allowed. Aggression trigger. Diet. Raw meat, but rationed. Displays preference for organs. Heart, liver, kidneys. Security level. Omega class. Any breach equals immediate total lockdown. 7. Psychological profile. Full deep analysis. Emotional structure. Rage baseline. Territorial fixation. Extreme sensitivity to loud noises. Displays jealousy toward humans, especially males. Exhibits primitive empathy toward infants, human or animal. Observed intelligence traits. Uses mimicry as emotional manipulation. Tests weaknesses in cell construction. Watches guards intently. Understands daily patterns. Reacts strongly when ignored. Attention-seeking predator. Communication attempts. Hard to classify. Mimicry used strategically. Mocking. Taunting. Luring. Begging. Threats in stolen voices. Not true speech. Weaponized imitation. Core drives. Domination. Territorial ownership. Consumption. Emotional fear induction. Reclaiming lost pack. Unknown meaning. Dark mind behaviorists believe the Goatman views humans as former packmates, betrayers, prey, depending on mood. 8. Audio transcript. Warden Hoss observation log. Dossier entry 008. The Goatman is not a dumb beast. It is a wounded mind inside a twisted body. Its eyes track you like something that remembers being human, and hates you for still being one. Its mimicry is not a gift. It is a curse. It lets you hear your own death in a familiar voice. 9. Dark Mind Verdict. A predatory relic of human experimentation, or a surviving branch of hominid evolution that never died out. Either way, it is one of the most psychologically dangerous organisms ever contained. Cryptid Dossier File 009. The Grutslang. Classification: Prehistoric megafauna hybrid. Serpentidae. Proboscidea convergence. Specimen designation: Grutslang 01/ the prime ancestral. Status: extremely dangerous. Location of retrieval: Richtersveld Mountains, South Africa. Date of containment: April 13, 2019. Compiled by Warden Valerius Hoss. File integrity warning: unauthorized modification punishable by immediate reassignment to Level 6 Subterranean Archives. Mythological origins. The Grutslang is known in South African legend as a monstrous creature created by the gods. Half elephant, half serpent, then deemed too powerful and separated into two species. The truth is far more horrifying. Dark Mind Analytical Reconstruction. The Grutslang is an ancient megafauna apex predator that predates Homo sapiens by at least 70 million years. It is likely a relic from a Cretaceous, Paleogene transitional clade, where serpentine reptiles and early Proboscidea evolved side by side in an isolated ecosystem. Instead of evolving into one lineage, the Grutslang became the dominant form, combining the skull density and trunk structure reminiscent of early elephants, the skeletal flexibility and muscular hydrostat design of giant serpents, the ancient reptilian respiratory system, allowing near-endless stamina and underwater breathing cycles. Legends describe it as too powerful for creation. Biology supports this. It is an evolutionary accident of unstoppable efficiency. 2. Physical description. Forensic grade detail. Estimated length: 22.4 meters, 73 feet. Though fossil studies suggest ancestral Grutslangs reached up to 40 meters. 12,800 kilograms, 12.8 tons. Body structure: a massive, serpentine form with overlapping osteoderm plates reminiscent of crocodilian armor, but arranged in segmented rows similar to ankylosaurid plating. Notable anatomical traits. 7. Cranial dome/pseudoskull. Not a true elephant tusked skull, but a reinforced cranial shield shaped by evolutionary armor. Two curved tusks are actually elongated keratinized fangs able to pierce rock. 8. Ocular structure: vertical slits with an opalescent inner membrane. Night vision surpassing any known reptile. Capable of detecting heat signatures up to 30 meters. 9. Trunk tongue organ: a muscular, extendable proboscis-like tongue capable of constriction, grasping prey, siphoning water, delivering a paralyzing venom secretion. 10. Locomotion: primarily serpentine. Uses its plated segments to lock against rock and propel itself forward. Capable of short, explosive bursts over land, up to 28 miles per hour. 11. Venom: necrotic, paralytic, and anticoagulant simultaneously. Causes prey to remain conscious for several minutes while tissue damage spreads. 12. Vocalizations: a deep infrasonic rumble felt in the chest before it is heard, capable of triggering fear, nausea, and vertigo in humans. 13. Longevity: estimated natural lifespan: 400 to 900 years. Evidence from cave etchings suggests some may exceed 2,000 years. 3. Behavioral profile: intelligence level: comparable to high-order elephants and cephalopods combined. Problem-solving ability surpasses great apes. Predation movements: ambush specialist. Uses heat sense to detect enemies. Will intentionally collapse tunnels to trap prey. Known to stack carcasses to lure scavengers. Territorial nature: occupies enormous underground cave networks. Marks territory by scraping tusks along stone walls. Prefers solitary existence unless mating cycle, unknown frequency. 4. Evolutionary theory. Dark mind reconstruction. The Grutslang may represent a missing evolutionary branch. Proboscereptilia convergence species. A convergence path where certain early proboscideans and serpentine megafauna adapted to the same niche. Instead of diverging, nature fused the most efficient traits. Reptilian metabolism. Elephantine sensory depth. Serpentine predatory design. Ankylosaur level defense. Cephalopod level cognition. This is one of Earth's oldest surviving apex organisms, a biological god in its domain. V. Known historical encounters. 1893, Van Wyck mining collapse incident. Survivors reported a massive armored serpent that crushed entire mining crews and dragged equipment into the abyss. Bodies were never recovered. 1934, Richtersveld Pearl expedition. 3 explorers found savagely torn, drained of blood, yet with no external puncture wounds. Internal hemorrhaging matched Grutslang venom. 2007, Diamond Reserve security feed. Camera footage, destroyed by authorities, shows a creature moving through tunnels with impossible speed despite its size. Government denial followed. 2019, Dark Mind retrieval team assault. A specialized capture squad lost 32 members before tranquilization succeeded. The Grutslang resisted sedation for 11 hours. Tranquilizer volume required, equal to 3 adult African elephants. 6. Current containment. Dark Mind Asylum. Containment sector. Subterranean sector Omega-6. The pit of origin. Cell requirements. 9-meter thick reinforced steel. Basalt composite walls. High voltage perimeter. Refraction-based thermal obstructors. Constant low-frequency masking hum. 4-meter deep water trough for hydration cycles. Automated meat slurry intake twice weekly. Primary weakness. Bright, concentrated UV light temporarily blinds the Grutslang and disrupts its heat sense. 7. Psychological profile. Extended clinical analysis. The Grutslang does not think in a human way. It functions with ancient predator logic, long-term opportunistic planning, elephant-like memory and emotional complexity, reptilian coldness and patience, observed behavioral cognition, recognizes individual staff members, holds grudges, will attempt to kill specific individuals, shows curiosity toward unfamiliar machinery, responds to low-frequency vocal tones from Warden Valerius Hoss with alert interest. Emotional structure. Resembles elephant grief patterns, python stalking instinct, crocodilian territorial rage, cephalopod-style problem curiosity. It remembers every injury, every tranquilizer, every confinement. The creature is not mad. It is calculating. It does not desire freedom. It desires revenge. 8. Sample audio transcript. Warden Hoss. Dossier entry 002. Grutslang 01. I speak now of a beast older than language. It coils in the dark with a patience no human can match. It is not mythical. Myth is merely the echo of its existence. Its eyes contain a memory of an era before mammals ruled the earth. When it looks at me, I am a trespasser, a brief flicker in the long empire of reptiles. Containment is not victory. It is a prayer. 9. Dark Mind verdict. This creature challenges the definition of life. It is older than our species, wiser than our institutions, and angrier than our gods. These 3 subjects and unique individuals represent only a fraction of what resides within Dark Mind Asylum. Each mind is a story. Each story is a warning. Each gift is a curse. Our observation continues. Our containment is absolute, and the unknown, ever present. These patients inhabit a world between fear and understanding, a delicate balance maintained by our observation and control. Here at Dark Mind Asylum, the extraordinary becomes documented, the dangerous becomes contained, and the mind, both human and beyond, remains under scrutiny. As new file episodes continue, you will witness the evolution of this reality, the layers of their ability, and the everlasting of continuity. Join us next time as we delve further into the darkness.